I know that if he doesn't eat oranges. Are dogs even allowed to eat
Imagine.
oranges? Are dogs allowed to
Um,
eat vitamin C?
you know what they can't have?
What?
Can't have grapes.
No, I'm aware they
I
can't have grapes.
I know someone who gave a dog grapes like routinely and gave him kidney failure. Do you want
Seriously?
this? There you go. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna look up
That's an
now.
awful thing.
Can dogs handle vitamin C? If you did, man, you're fucking bit.
Well, do you know what he
Okay,
did,
they can. They
Thomas?
can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They can. Yeah.
You know, regardless, you know what he did? He picked it up, yeah,
What?
and he just put it on the ground
Yeah,
beside him.
one. Did he?
That's what Toby did. Toby, you're not even going to eat it. Stop looking for it.
Well, it says here that they can eat the dogs can have fleshy food part of oranges. They aren't toxic. Are you allowed to eat the skin? I know it tastes like shit, but is it actually like? Can the human body digest it?
They just what?
Like the orange? Do you know the orange skin?
Um,
Or like a banana skin?
I'm
Do you know
sure
what I
it's
mean?
like the most
Like,
fibrous shit you could eat. You can probably eat it. It's full of oils and shit. Probably good for you. I wouldn't know.
yeah, 100%. You wouldn't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go try it.
Toby, you don't eat
Hey,
oranges.
Bill, how are
Stop
you,
fucking
buddy?
looking at me.
Hope you're doing well, dude. Same with you.
It's like
You
Toby
like
likes to
being and
smell, but doesn't like
Sasquatch. How are
eating.
you? Oh, it's like dogs in general, don't it? I mean, you can eat candied orange skins. What's candied orange? Candied. Fuck.
Oh yeah, you
um,
cover them with sugar and you bake them or something.
that's a good point. Yeah. Oh, hey, Toby. How are you,
Thank
dog?
you, Toby.
Oh shit, Jared. We gotta add some people's names to this list, bro, of donators.
Anyone new? Like, was Red there already?
Everybody. No, Red's not there. Neither was Daniel or Dara or us. So
Hold on.
allow me.
Who says
So I'll update this. You interact with the chat there for a sec.
Oh yeah, Dara too. But yeah, if
Yes.
you're probably reading the title. You're probably a smart enough one. If you're a flat earther, good luck to you. But if you're not and you can read, the story is that we're thinking about doing monthly charity live streams. So what do you think? Think it's a good idea. We're not sure what we're gonna do. Probably a lot of video game stuff, but occasionally like ones like these, or if it's like a charity to do with, I don't know, something like if we do like a cancer stream again, we'll probably have someone to talk about it on. Blah blah blah. Kind of depends, but yeah, if he's looking for something like that, we'll do it. Um, Billy Bennett or Bill Bennett, you were saying you've been here for a while, fucking since like what 23 episodes. Woo! You're an OG.
Bill's been here
You're
for
an
ages,
OG.
man.
Bill is a
Who
legend.
else? Daniel Fitzgerald was also donated, didn't he?
Mm.
Yeah. Give me a second now.
And how come you stuck around, buddy?
Can I get second votes after like the first episode, like I did? Alright.
Like obviously I don't go
We're,
back
we're
and
running
watch this stuff.
we're
So
running out of characters, man. We got like we can put maybe like one more name down there, and then we're gonna have to start a new one.
well, we can shorten them. Like, do we need Dane Reeves, or we got just have Dane, or we could have
Oh yeah,
their names in instead.
Dog Willem. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could sort something
the
out. Yeah,
short ones.
I'm sure we'll sort
Like Red's
something out. But
rambling, we can just put Red.
Red. Yeah.
Blah blah blah. You know, but there's space for you. If you donate, but obviously no obligation. I'm
No,
gonna
of
put
course
this
not.
in the Sorges corner.
Please.
Man, Toby is staring me out. He's like, I don't eat oranges, but I want your one.
God, I love that one. He's a legend.
Dogs, man. Gotta love him.
Isn't the right mic? That isn't the right mic. Okay. So I think the Taoiseach just made a decision on that we're going to be in lockdown until April 5th.
You know what I say?
What you say about that one?
Cringe.
Is he?
I don't like the way he's handling it. I think Leo did much better. Um,
Hmm.
it's pretty dodgy, man.
Oh, it's completely dodgy. Are you kidding? we're a year into this now, man. We're nearly a year into it. Like that is not a good sign that it's working. You got places
Look,
like
Mom, I'm on the banner.
you know, Daniel,
Hi, Bill.
your mom be there as well, man. If you know, no, I'm listening. But for real though, we're in lockdown July 5th now. I got a text about it there like 2 minutes ago. How do I feel about it? I thought, well, better because I thought it was going to be until May. I mean, April is still terrible, but you know, I think I'll be able to survive it. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, hopefully you can. I'm just checking something here. I got asked.
Entertainment. You let the people embrace their Irish. I don't think we embrace our Irish. I think we just.
I think we do more so than other people.
I think we just talk to people like that. We're I don't know.
We give an Irish perspective, maybe.
Maybe we give an Irish. I mean,
Like you're so used to seeing like lads and ladies from the States.
well, maybe. Yeah. Makes sense. You putting that into the Sergeant corner, yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Anytime, Thomas. I'll do it anytime for you. How's that?
Yeah. Dara, you still here, man? Dara Daly.
He's
Let's see,
probably
Dara.
getting
He is.
ladies.
Mauled
Mad-
and caught
mad
with
ladies.
Thomas Crow.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worse than the other. Like it's well, it's like you know, every group in Warzone, you got the guy that has the really bad KD. That would be me, you know. Then you have the leader.
You know
of the group.
I have the highest out of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The highest, you got the guy
What do you mean
lowest
Sarge's
KD.
corner is dead, Bill? What do you mean by that?
Do you mean the Discord? Do you mean the channel? I don't think James E. Burns is. So, what exactly do
Thankfully,
you
he's not
mean
dead.
by
I love
No,
that man to
Christ.
death. He's a king.
goddamn legend? What was I saying? I was going on about Warzone. Yeah, thing is with Crow and Darman, they're two clashing. Like they hate to admit that, you know.
Say that again.
You know, they both
Flashing
want
what?
personality. They can lead their team into victory, but it's just never. And they both have different ideas on how to win. And that's why we don't do very well.
That's why they need me and you, Thomas. They need like superior, you know.
Yeah.
Everything, I guess. No, I think myself and yourself work pretty well as a team, so that even translates to that.
You'd imagine running the podcast together, we'd have some idea of how to work together, but man, it's like nah. I wouldn't say cooperation because I hate your fucking guts, but
I appreciate that. Your honesty.
no, you should, man. That's probably like the nicest compliment you're gonna get out of me for a couple more years until you start fucking paying me anyway. Not the topic we're talking today. Charity streams.
You're a dog.
I fucking love the charity streams. We raised, I think in pounds it was £136. Euros it's €160, and I'm not sure what it is in dollars.
That's basically like 200 base, right?
Nearly
Like
200.
or something.
Let me put that shit in.
As far as I know, it's like 86% that of the euro.
We raised $195 for the cancer support, which is fucking awesome. And thank you to anyone who donated. You're all fucking legends. Oh, Gulag Bean, you're back. How are you? It's Bruce and the
It's almost as if we were just
Karate
talking.
Kids. Sorry, Thomas. Good references. I don't understand what that is. Could you? Bruce Lee and the Karate Kids he wasn't in a Karate Kid film, was he? You would love to 1v1 someone on Black Ops 3. It's been so long since I 1v1 someone. Black Ops 2 was the last time. Me and Dara did a 1v1. We were in a stream one night, and it was like, I think it was the first time we streamed as well. We streamed Kino de Toten. It was the last time I had a 1v1. We were playing, we were playing... Oh yeah, we played Gun Game, and I whooped his ass. Um, since then, I don't know. I guess maybe Black Ops, maybe Cold War, dude. I don't have Black Ops 3 installed on my PlayStation, so I don't know whether I'd be able to. And plus, I already have Cold War and Warzone downloaded, so my storage is very full at the moment. Toby, for fuck's sake, man, I'm trying to have a conversation here. Sorry, Dara, you're saying you murdered me. Yeah, but I murdered you more, and that's the whole thing of Gun Game, is that you did it maybe once less than me, buddy. Hate to be the one to bring you that bad news, Dara. And if you don't believe me, man, I will go back and show you the stream. It's documented live on the channel. Jack Nicholson movie quote, man. That guy, legend.
He's
Jack
a
Nicholson
beast,
was one of the he was one of the best to do it, man. Link, you have news. Dog has news, Jared. I kind of want to hear.
How do you have news? And we were talking 10 minutes ago.
I kind of want to hear his news. All the Jared and I got the old school zombie shit. Yeah, man, I want to see your World at War. You were doing it once for like 20 minutes and then it ended. But like, I want to see you do a fucking World at War original Noctin Kino. And probably look up. I mean, I'd love to see you guys do that. You're a Vietnam guy, but yo, dog, yeah, we'll post the link. We'll have a bit of a chat with these people. Dara, Tom, anybody join? I got it. Everyone, join. Yeah, figure it out. If you can stream a Chrome, man, I'll let you stream it. You know, I have. Am I ledgered? Be honest with me.
Are you what?
Lagging. Fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, no, you're lagging. I hate it. I hate it when it happens.
How do I sound now? Much better? Worse?
It's just
same. Is it the same? Fuck.
Like at least when we see your face,
man, that's so...
we can figure out what you're saying. Hi, Mike Van Dyke. Regardless of how you feel about Flat Earth, it was a cool conversation to have. The feedback we got was a bit unnecessary. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a civil disagreement with ourselves and Dave. But you know, feel how you feel. Alright, my that dog in here. Hi, hello, how you doing?
So, I don't want to give too much away, but after 2 weeks of waiting, that individual has emailed me back.
Don't say anything yet.
Give
me a second.
Okay. Jared, the old man in Israel. Oh yeah. So I figured I'd share that with you because it was
interesting stuff, man.
very. I want to say I am the dog. When I take dog shit, it goes like
all right,
that.
dog, tell me. Now, all right, so you got an email from a guest you're trying to get on, yeah?
I got an email from the guy, the old man in Israel. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about or no?
Is this the thing you told us about when we were talking to you like 10 minutes ago? You said you got an email from if I say Vietnam, is that anything to
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I told you that already. Oh.
There we go, we got a fan for you there.
Who's that? Mike, are you do I know you, Mike? Are you from my channel? Is that the doghouse? Is that the English doghouse?
I think he's from the interview we did with David Weiss.
Oh.
Funny enough, Doug, I think you're considering doing it too.
Yeah, I would love to talk to David. I don't know. It's like I like going to. How do I word this? I like learning about stuff that is not common. Do I believe it right now? No, but it's really interesting to think about and you know that as a concept could be possible. Like put it this way: how do we know? How do we know if none of this is real right now? This is a test. If we would, right now, my life is a test to see if I'm gonna wake up as a baby to see what kind of class I would get put in the future. So right now, I'm a baby, sleeping, living in the past, and they're judging me to see what job I will become when I wake up.
Man,
So
I would
You're
hate
talking
that
about some
if
major
you.
shit.
that's
I would
what
hate if you died and you came back as a baby and you couldn't fucking tell. Man, I don't know what I would do. Just
but
like
you,
It's like a joke I have with some friends. It's like, Thomas, you'd get it. Imagine like you sneeze and you close your eyes and you wake up and you're in the middle of first year.
oh, I hate that,
Or like
man.
you hit your head and you wake up in first year or something.
I actually think about that a lot, man. What if you woke up one day and you were just like about to start your first day of like secondary school or high school? Like, man, wouldn't that be like?
Knowing what you know now, like after doing it, I think you'd do a lot better.
Oh, you do a lot better, of course.
But
You'd
would you? Like, would you be willing to learn the same stuff after learning it already for 6 years?
the biggest regret I have is not looking at high school or I don't know what you call it, but looking at high school as a business versus high school. You know what I mean? That's that's what I think younger kids need to realize. Because when you look at it from a social worker's perspective, now with the college and what I'm learning, it's all about money in the end. Public education, at the end of the day, it's all about which program is gonna get more funding, which
Yeah.
teachers are gonna get caught, this and that.
It's dodgy, man. It doesn't work like that here, as far as I know. But
I don't think it works
yeah,
like that here.
it's dodgy. Yeah,
It
man.
is, yeah.
Even in the first place, it's a bit weird in the States, dude. It's a bit
Why
weird
are
the way
you?
you do things.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Bill. That's what I mean. That's what. See why? My biggest question, my biggest thing is, I have a disability. I accept that. I love it. I abuse it. We know this, right?
Yes.
But
You gave us a couple stories, yeah.
I do. But the idea.
I agree with that, Daniel. Daniel says that education is outdated,
1950s
100%.
basically. My dad did the same agricultural studies as I did.
I'm not
It hadn't
surprised.
changed in that long. It updated this year, but like, come on, or no, the year before. But dude, taking that long to update something, it's awful.
Kyle Anderson. Is that Kyle?
Is that Kyle? I don't think. No, I think that's a different Kyle.
What
I think
is
Kyle
Kyle?
Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, that's
I don't
different.
know. I haven't seen him in ages. He's the Welsh guy, right?
Yeah,
No.
he's
I thought he's the developer guy.
no, he's
But
the one.
anyway, dog, I'm gonna just keep you for the end, okay? We'll have a chat. I'm just gonna get Dara in here because he's on the borderline crying.
He won't
and
shut
begging.
the fuck up, man. Like, come on.
Dara, calm down. Take a breather. Calm. Make sure you have an insurance company.
He's basically shooting at
and
you.
then I can
Oh, man, he's threatening you. He's doing like gun fingers at you,
He's
dog.
throwing
I
gang
feel,
signs.
man, I'd be pretty afraid if you
All
don't
right.
don't let out where you
I'm
live.
I'm gonna hide you for your safety, dog.
Get
Gang
him on
signs
here,
right
man.
there. What's the story
Go
here?
on, Dara. How are you, man?
Mike, you kind of have a point, but don't do it to an extreme, in my opinion.
Why are you eating ice? He's doing the ice. Remember we were talking to someone about the ice diet? You're doing the fucking ice diet, Dara. Remember he was like
Sick.
eating ice with every meal.
I wonder, is
How's
there
that going
any
for you,
basis
Dara?
to that? Like, it would lower your core temperature and then you'd You use calories to try
Probably
to
heal.
heat it back up.
Maybe heal faster. I don't know, man.
I don't know if we do that now.
No, I had a nice little steak there. I made it a bit more medium, a bit more rare than yesterday's steak.
Yeah.
But I didn't take a picture or a video, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame. You should have.
Yeah, you're doing
You
that.
do TikToks of that now, man. You get famous on TikTok for making steak. There's really a thing called steak talk, man. I get invested in that, there. I know you're a
wouldn't
big.
mind that.
I know you're a big TikToker, man, and you like
TikTok.
the Charlie D'Amelios and all them, man. But I would consider getting on this whole steak talk thing, man. You'd get quite
Steak
famous
talk,
from it.
man. You know what? That sounds like something I could get on.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm kind of. I follow one or two guys that make steaks on TikTok, and it's really fucking entertaining just to watch them like grill steaks, man. It's like you know,
You know that guy Guga Foods?
Guga Foods.
Yeah, I used to watch it when like Dara was part of the podcast. He was always in the recommenders. I wonder if we could get him on. He's only at like 1 million subscribers, and he only got it recently. And he's been doing it for like 11 years. He's been doing it for a long time.
TikTok. Yeah, man. I'm currently on TikTok.
Are you gonna have me on now for like being a world-renowned chef or what?
Sorry?
Are you gonna have me on for being a world-renowned chef now or what?
Maybe
I'm pretty
we
sure
can
you were
talk
on the
fish
podcast
sometime.
before, man. Were you?
Man, I don't think I was.
I'm pretty sure. Have we done an episode with Dara Jared? I'm pretty sure this is.
I feel
this
as
is
if there's maybe 100 of them.
nearly 100, I'd say.
Not 100, but nearly 100, yeah.
Actually, no, he was on the 100th one. Yeah. My
Was he?
bad. Yeah, he was there when James and Darwin. Remember, we were just fucking
Guys,
having a
I'm here
drink.
to officially announce my return to the office.
No, that's.
I'm
You
not-
could do like a seasonal thing, Dara. You can do a couple episodes during the
I was
summer.
actually, you know what? I was thinking that myself because I'm fucking way too busy with school. So, summer, man, free game.
You know, we'll talk, man. We'll talk. We'll talk after the show. See what's up.
Boys,
Daniel,
cheeky
even
review.
speaking on the whole Leaving Cert exam, it's bull you're expected to know it all, and if you don't, well, what else can you say?
Even
Yeah,
sure exam is such an
I-
embarrassment.
I
Such
was
an.
so lucky. I would have been fucked for that exam. but-
So would I.
The way they went and like just skipped it, dude, that saved my life. That shit is just
Dara,
awful.
you did it, man. How fucking
It
stressful.
makes no
Like
sense.
for
why they
all
do
the
it.
guys who are here from America, man. How stressful is the leaving cert when you're actually doing it?
It's one final exam
Well, you
of everything you've
fucking
learned in the
love
last
it.
6 years. That's what it is.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
For me, it wasn't that stressful, just because like I was kind of I don't know, I didn't take it as serious as I probably should have.
No.
As I've recalled many times on the podcast, I was watching Breaking Bad while I was.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
I remember. Yeah, you snapped me. You were like, "Should be studying for English," but fucking Walter White's about to kill this dude.
What are you like?
But I
Yeah,
pleasantly surprised myself because
Mm.
I just stayed in till I had at least something down on the page. I don't think I left anything blank really. I tried everything, and that's all you can really do. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
It's unnecessary, but
but yeah, stressful to
Strange.
say the least. Anyway, the lead up to
Oh,
it was fucking way worse than the actual
Yes.
thing.
The teachers kind of put more stress on you than
Like pretty much the
Do you know what I
teachers-
mean? Like,
half the teachers tell you that if you don't fucking pass these exams, your life is over. Like,
yeah, and it's really just kind of scaremongering
You
at a
will
certain
never
degree.
get an
oh,
opportunity.
it is fucking scaremonger.
Yeah, like, and I don't know, it's really weird, growing up, like, you do bad in the exam, doesn't matter why, like probably gonna write a note in your journal, get your parents to sign it, like, come on.
my
I do know
my
when you're
parents had to
18,
sign
there
my
was someone when you're
journal
19
when
that
when I
happened.
was in 18. My teacher, my tutorial teacher was like, Thomas, why aren't you getting your journal signed by your parents? I'm like, yeah, it's because I'm 18. I don't talk to my parents about school.
Yeah, like this,
come on.
they kind of make up the idea that they're in charge when you're 18.
It's dumb.
Really weird. Really weird.
No, it is.
Hold on here. What's the story here? I'm seeing the thing going on here.
We lost,
are you-
we
Mike,
lost
are you
it when
talking
Victor
about?
was-
Are you talking about us? Or are you talking about like David. And are you talking about watching the interview we did with your man? Yeah. I think the way he does it can be a bit weird. Like, there's a couple guys in the comments saying, look, he goes around to different small podcasts to try, own them or whatever. And yeah, if he doesn't like it, he'll write some and get people in there to give out to the people.
I actually saw that
dodgy.
on Facebook. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, it was a bit unnecessary. Like, we just had a civil disagreement. Like, there was no nastiness out of it.
I mean, how old is this guy?
50
Dave?
something, maybe 60. I don't know.
He's not 60. I think he's in his late 40s.
50s. Maybe.
Man's
Yeah,
in his late 40s,
look-
shit talking a bunch of 18-year-olds on Facebook.
Look, man, dude, it's a bit weird. Yeah. What's this here? Yeah, predictive grades. I hope they continue. Like, at a certain point, like, we know leaving certs out there
Well,
is why do we
Predictive
keep
grade
at it?
probably shouldn't be a thing. It should be like maybe more like continuous assessment. I don't know how they would do
It
it.
should be continuous assessment mixed with exams like college.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like, imagine if
You
you
know what I
just had, like, a decent chunk thing to do, like, every 2 weeks. And,
Yeah.
like, each time you do that, it goes towards, like, I don't know, like, 2% of your grade or something. And you have,
Or
like,
like in LCA, don't they do like French for 1 year and then Irish for the other year? Like that sounds great. If
Well,
they
imagine
introduced
what-
that, like
You're
imagine,
a
like,
fucking
20
king.
weeks
You're a
of-
fucking king. You got banned from a furry server? Dude. Yeah.
so dumb.
what was
It
I
sounds
gonna
like
say?
high school exit exams, basically high school exit exams.
It's
Yeah.
this crazy idea that like your entire education, like your higher education, is going to be dependent on one final exam from 6 years of study. You can do it
You
in
know what the
5,
funniest thing
but
is?
it's pretty terrifying.
You can wait 5 years.
Your parents
After-
could fucking die on the same day, and
You
they have a
can-
protocol for that, and it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, someone brings you to your parents' funeral, okay? This has happened. You get brought to the fucking funeral or whatever. You're not allowed to check your phone. You're not really allowed to talk to people because you've missed the exam, blah, blah, blah. And this person is basically, like, stuck to your leg. They're, like, just following you everywhere. And when the funeral's over, you go over to the school, do your fucking exam. That is the most inhumane,
That is-
fucked up
that is
thing
Horrible,
I could think
like,
of. Like,
Like-
really, they don't take into account, I guess, your circumstances.
I think the stupidest
Feelings.
thing is that you can wait 5 years after finishing school. If you like fail out or like anything, and you wait till you're 23, you don't need a leaving cert. Like, you literally don't need it. Mature students, you don't really need any qualifications as long as you're able to support yourself and pay for tuition. Like,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
it.
There's so many other ways to get into college as well without a leaving cert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a dodgy one. Like, I know, my good friend Kieran, he dropped out, and then he went to do a, I think he reached and he got the PLC, and now he has to do it to get into college. It's really dodgy, man. I may not have agreed with a lot of the flat earth people, but one thing they do bring up that's a great point is in school you are taught to regurgitate things. Like, there's no critical thinking. Like, we do critical thinking in college, but it's not like we're not taught to think. It's like, okay, here's freeze thaw action in geography. Okay, memorize that. Do a diagram of it. It might come up. You could get 20 marks if you do it. Miss a label, you get 15. Shit like that. It's kind of weird.
that was
If you like focus on one thing, if you focus on like one area of expertise in
annoying.
any subject,
Like,
there's like a percentage chance that it's not going to come up and you fucking wasted so much time studying that thing. Like you were saying there with the free flow action question, like, what if, like, say you put like fucking 70% of like your work into perfecting that question, and then you put
Yeah.
like 5% into every other question. If that question doesn't come up, you're basically fucked.
No, yeah. I remember studying home ec. I think it was like remember in home ec there and back in like you had to like memorize every structural like built for every like type of food group. So for protein, you have to remember just how it was built, and only one of them would come up. So I would know it for protein, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals. I would know every single little thing about them, but only one of them would come up on the day, which is just like
That's just pretty weird. Like, you know, like when I did history, I had to study American history a lot more than you'd think I'd have to. We'd do Irish, Northern Irish, blah 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 blah, and you know, one of those subjects might not come up. Like even like Soviet Russia.
I appreciate that, Risen. I
You know
mean,
what?
we don't agree on everything, man, but like
We
you're not
got
a dick. So
a lot
yeah,
of, like,
thanks.
Cognitive dissonance stuff came up, like whatever. Feel however you do, but like we talked to like a lot of scientists on this show. Like we're trying to move away from the actor stuff, and like I obviously didn't appreciate a lot of the comments, but you know we are trying to learn things. You know, I'm a young lad. I'm trying to learn things, and so we have experts on blah blah blah, and like obviously, you know, we're trying to be open. That's why we had your man on. He contacted us like he does to a couple people, and we said, "Go ahead, let's have a wee bit of a chat." And I did not expect it to be what it is. I think it's bad play on his part. Like, you know, how you getting on, guys? Can I get in your podcast? Yeah, sure, man. Hop on. Let's talk about Flat Earth. And then he didn't like how the conversation went, so he posted it up. He did the same to our friend Red. He said he was the stupidest guy he'd ever talked to. But in fairness, they had a bit more of an intense disagreement. So, you know.
I heard that.
Anyway, Dara, I'm going to let Hunter hop in here for a second. You stay behind and we'll have a chat. Good man.
Hop on after Dara. You better be hopping on more.
How you
Dara.
doing, Hunter? Are you well? Because you're looking well.
Oh, thanks.
How you keeping, dude? You keeping well?
Dude, I really appreciate it.
I'm doing well. I'm just having like a...
You would think that, but actually historians write history. That sounds like a smart ass way of saying it, but like I have friends who are like studying to be that, like, you know, shit's going on nowadays. They just write it down, and they get crazy criticism if it's wrong. Like and you can't have bias when you're writing them as well. So you know.
The stuff that's been said there, right?
About us?
Start thinking for yourself and all that sort of stuff, right? Look, here's the thing, right? Here's my schooling. I started in primary school. I went to a specialist primary school, right, for disabled kids. And then I went to a mainstream secondary school. I dropped out when I was 14. And then I went to college, right? There was a course in college, I then dropped out of that course and took a 2-year gap here, got experience in the industry that I wanted to work in, and then I went to university, right? So, completely agreeing with what you're saying, Thomas, about there's so many routes to get into uni, there's so many routes to get into college. There are
of course there's, yeah.
a hell of a lot of routes to do the things that you want to do. And regardless of what kind of university you go into, you can go into a liberal arts university, you can go into a creative arts university, you can go into a research university. It doesn't matter what kind you go into. When you go into any sort of higher educational institution, you can either essentially just do your work as it's set out in the guidance, you know, to get your grade, right? So you get your bachelor's, you get your master's, whatever it is. You go on, you want to do the job you want to do. Or you can learn how you're learning and understand how it teaches you these things. So a big part, like I'm writing a dissertation right now, right? A massive part of writing a dissertation is critical thinking, is critical analysis.
That's a cool thing in college, like that they're like you are told to, you know, figure your own shit out. Like we're not here to babysit you.
No.
If you want to do well on the subject, go find external sources, blah blah blah. Different in primary. I don't know if that's like Mike. I see
different in primary. The fuck they're writing dissertations for in primary school.
I meant to say secondary. Fuck up. Mike, I see you're saying
why
like,
my mom makes me eat my vegetables and why I disagree.
It might be done differently in the States.
Word essay.
Shut the fuck up, Thomas.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, what again? What portion of it, Mike? Is Genghis Khan invading a large portion of the world? Is that fake? We can trace it genetically. What about the British invading majority of the world? We can find their descendants all over the place. We can see the consequences of their actions. The Irish famine. Like we all went over to the States. You might have Irish ancestry yourself. What part of it is fake? I know, like the Cold War had some dodgy lies and stuff, but what part of it is fake? Like, did Ireland never have a revolution?
This is the thing, like you have. It's completely up to you what side you take, right? It is completely up to you. So if if you want to, the problem is that when people have opinions like that, you're not going to shift them, right? You can show them all the evidence in the world, and they'll say to you, "Oh no, but that's just the narrative," and it's like, right, okay, do you know what? Fine.
But sometimes it is, Hunter. Like, there's a reason people say.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is like
sometimes there is legitimate bullshit.
Yeah, this is like the discussion we had, was it a month ago or a few weeks ago, where I was talking about how the disabled community are their own worst enemy because it's easier to play the victim than it is to go out and actually make a difference. So the narrative the narrative that is played is that it's everything that anybody does is ableist, right? Absolutely anything that anybody does is ableist. And if you go out and you say, in my opinion, if you go out and you say, I don't owe you an education, or I don't owe you an explanation, I don't think that's helpful. Because automatically you're basically saying, no, fuck you, when you could present things to people. And this is something that I'm a huge advocate for. And these days it's difficult to find information that's just straight down the middle without it going to one side or the other side.
Yeah, and then when politics gets involved, it's just complete crazy. I think like it happens routinely around American elections. Like, Hunter, you've probably seen it yourself. Like, you're living in England, right?
Aye.
Scotland. No, you're living in England.
You probably had like a couple of debates with people about. Yeah, you probably had debates with people about like American politics.
Yeah.
And some of them might have got heated. Like, fuck me. Like, I know people who aren't on speaking terms because one's Biden, one's Trump.
Yeah.
They live in fucking Ireland.
Like,
come on. Like for Mike, I assume you live in the States. Ryzen, same. Anyone who lives in the States, it just makes sense if you're gonna like that's your stuff. That's important to you. But like for us, how does it get over here? How are like people not on speaking terms? Like myself, my good friends, like we held like debates, like idiots. We had debates about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was fun. But
Well, that's just about the US, because you probably wouldn't know anything about like for Mexican politics or maybe politics in Canada. You'd know very little about it. It's simply just because of the westernization of world, man, and that everybody knows what's happening in the US. It's simply just the epicenter of the world. Do you know? If it was a book, man, America would be the main character. Like, in all fairness,
Americans don't even know what's going on in America.
Here's the thing. America's a big place. It's easier to track Irish stuff because we're a tiny island. Well, we fit 200 of us into this. 200 islands of Ireland into the United States, probably more. But Mike, what you're saying here, learns history in the United Authority. Sure, but a lot of it is questioning authority. Like, for example, here we learn about Jerry Adams being in the IRA, but he's always denied being in it. Blah blah blah. What else? Or even like, why would authority teach it, even if it's like sometimes dodgy to them? Like, why would we learn such like weird shit about like not weird shit, dodgy stuff?
Being a Gale, man.
Like even we learn about civil rights movements here. Like, we learn about the one in the States. Like, would they really show off the dodgy stuff they did back then? I don't think so. If they could hide anything, so why would they? Like, when we buy history books, we buy them off independent companies. At least here, anyway. It depends. I think there's awful lot of lies in history, but I don't think the whole thing is a fraud. We can easily track it back with archaeology or written testaments. It's pretty cut and dry, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I did study a fair bit of history, and I still do.
Yeah, you did, man. You did.
Bryson, I'm glad to meet you, dude.
And
yeah, man. I hope we get along, man. Stick around. We're not bad dudes. We're just kids.
It's not that they have protagonist syndrome. It's that most of the media in the world is coming out of there, so we see them as the protagonist.
Like what we're using now, StreamYard, is an American-made streaming platform.
We're
using Microsoft computers.
Broadcast thing here.
You know what I mean? We're using Google, American-made. Everything is made in America, man. Like
It's hard
Twitter,
to avoid.
Facebook, Instagram. Of course, we're going to be Americanized. Are you kidding?
It's just how it is.
It's like living there.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
I prefer it. I mean, like, we got asked,
I'm not
like,
complaining.
do we like feel a need? What was it? We were on a podcast and someone asked, like, do we feel like a need to integrate into American society? No. Short answer is no. Like, there's a bunch of media coming our way, but no.
No.
And if we do,
You're right, Alex. It is a crazy world, man.
It's by your own choice.
I mean, I do know what my granddad was learning.
I mean,
Like,
I have access to like my dad's old textbooks. Like, obviously, I said this a lot to your man. Like, it is relative, but what can you do? Football, go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's a dodgy lad. But yeah, it depends.
No, yeah.
History's history, did.
I mean,
But that you get lies into it.
in
Yeah, there's
Scotland,
obviously prejudice, but
we
like,
were-
historians nowadays, they obviously try to avoid that.
Yeah.
What can you do? But how's things where you are, Hunter? How's the whole COVID situation?
It's all right. I mean, we got an email today saying that I'm not, but our university is going back to blended learning, so that we're going to be able to access the campus from the 8th of March.
Oh, that's good, man.
But
I'm happy for you.
my course won't. They told us we were going to get blended learning, but that didn't happen last year. All of my stuff is online, which is really frustrating.
Yeah, it's dodgy.
But I think their way of getting around it is because they're essentially saying, well, you're doing a lot of theoretical work, you're writing a dissertation, there's not a lot of performance, which, there's not a whole lot that can be done about it, but I'm happy at least that the first years and the second years, they'll be able to actually go in and see their classmates. But I think it's, essentially I've lost half of my time at uni to COVID. It was my first year I was in uni, and then half of my second year I was in, and then halfway through second year all this happened, and now it's the other half of my second year and my whole third year. So, that's just great.
There you go.
No,
Yeah,
it's pretty
some
shit.
time for
I
it,
mean,
dodgy.
we're not opening up until like we're not opening up till like April 5th. So, but like that date is also going to get pushed back because our government is incompetent. Like we were supposed to open up in January, man.
Yeah.
We're not opening up April 5th. I'm sorry if you're listening in Ireland, but it's not going to happen. Just like.
Yeah.
It's shite that it's not, man, but like they were talking about May and all of our things, by the way, our Taoiseach and our Taoiseach have been leaking stuff to the press and not like they've been doing like interviews and stuff when they say this stuff like out of nowhere, and every time like it's just so fucking bad.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Never change, Ireland. Never
One
change.
bit here, sorry. It's kind of hard to avoid. The context with this was, the way your man was speaking, you're kind of waiting for him to finish his own sentences because he did this a couple of times. I know I've explained that. If you don't want to believe that, that's cool. Now, I don't know. If you feel that way, you feel that way. We can
I
disagree
wouldn't
on
say we're
something,
sad.
but we wouldn't go as far as take it personally. Like, I
You
think the way
sad,
Mike and Ryzen here are conducting themselves is amazing. We may have disagreed with someone, but they're not going to be armchair, judging, whatever. Like, Mike just showed up here. He's a flattered guy. He's just chilling. He seems pretty cool. He's just, having a couple of chats in here, but same with Ryzen. Like, if you want to come in here and you want to be insulting, that's pretty dodgy. You may look more internally on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike, you have a point.
We're
A
all-
lot of what we
we're
learned
all
is
fucking
it's
humans.
pretty dumb. It's like, I don't know if you ever had the conversations when you were in school, buddy, but often teachers we'd ask teachers like, "Oh, why are we learning this bit? It's pretty weird," and it's fairly constant. Yeah, I have no idea.
Fun fact, Jared. You want to hear a fun fact?
Go ahead.
I know the entire human anatomy, but I don't know how to pay my taxes.
Dude, I can tell you about the conflicts in Northern Ireland and the Republic, and I can tell you how we got our liberation. Blah blah blah. Barely know how to do my taxes. I did
I'm not
business.
doing my fucking taxes. When they go, yo, Thomas,
Actually,
you're
I
like
did
you're
business. I
collecting
don't know how to
tax.
start a business.
Sick.
I had to learn that doing this.
I literally did a degree. I'm doing a degree in music purely so that I can go into research. That is literally the only reason I'm doing a degree in music.
Research into what, like in music studies or?
No, in disability studies.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty much because I do music as a hobby and I love it. It's like one thing. If anybody's watching this and they're thinking to themselves, "Fuck, what if I don't like this degree?" It's fine. It literally doesn't matter. Get your bachelor's, and then you can go and do almost any masters that you want. Like, as long as you go into a field that's sort of related to what you want to do, your maths, like, it's kind of like, do you know when you were in high school and you were doing your exams and your teachers were like, "This is the most important blah blah." No, it's not. It's never the most important exam of anything.
No, you're right, 100%. I mean, we have this thing called the junior cert here. It's kind of like your GCSEs, except not as important at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do GCSEs count for anything over there in England, or is it more like just this exam you have to do? Like,
I mean,
how does it work?
I didn't do GCSEs because Scottish
Oh,
education.
because you were living in Scotland, yeah. I
And
gotcha.
they recently changed. Well, it wasn't recently, but I think it was a few years ago. They changed the qualifications. So when I was in school, they did standard grades, and your standard grades opened up the door to you doing your hires, right? So I don't know how many years are you in high school for. Sorry, how many? consecutive years are you in
5
high
or
school
6
for?
over here. You can be in here for 5 or 6. Depends. If you can do an optional year called TY, where it's kind of like a transition from what would it be like GCSEs to A levels.
Right. So we
Yeah.
had 4 compulsory years, and then 2 optional years. So you went up to 4th year. You did your standard grades all the way up to then. 5th and 6th year, you could do your hires and advanced hires, which is like your A levels.
Yeah.
Basically, your standard grades just opened up the route to do your hires,
Okay.
and then your hires obviously opened up the route to go to university. But there are so many, more and more universities now actually look past your prior qualifications if you have experience in an area.
Yeah.
So if you, for example, do, say you are a videographer, you like making videos, you like doing completions, you like doing art or something, digital art or whatever. You don't need to have done a qualification in art, you just need to sort of produce a portfolio, and most unis will take you on. So I think at least the education is starting to move in a slightly nicer direction that way. It's becoming more open.
Yeah, I think just the concern is that what is it going to be like propaganda at some point? Like, I guess that's a concern that flatter people are having.
Yeah.
But we're getting to a point where it's a lot of self-directed learning. Like, I'm not being fed facts really. I'm being told, okay, here's a project. Figure out how to do it.
Yep.
You have your own sources. Blah blah blah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be really frustrating, especially if I'm paying, $9.5 grand. And then they're telling me to go and look for. I'm just like, right, boys, look, I'm not paying $9.5 grand for an online learning course.
Yeah, it's pretty weird, isn't it?
This isn't what's happening here.
Yeah. Not what you want to do.
University is way too fucking expensive for people that aren't even supposed to have money.
The thing is, Thomas, like, they gotta fund the professors somehow.
Aye.
They gotta be able to fund experiments and research.
No,
Like,
I suppose, yeah.
I think the way we have it is pretty damn cheap. Like,
How do you do it? I've never.
$3,000 per
It's
semester.
3K a year.
Oh yeah, So
Every
when
year
you do a 3-year
you
course,
just pay.
$9,000.
Yeah, 3K. Yeah.
If but we also do this thing like if you're a particularly poor family, and they will go through detail, not too much, but detail. You can get it for free.
Okay.
But it does depend on income. I think that's pretty cool.
There is a lot of schemes here, Daniel. You have Here Dare, you have Susie Grants, there's loads of resources for students who are in different circumstances. Like, it is good that they have those schemes for people.
Yeah, you can also get, what is it? In my head, it's an apprenticeship. What is it? Scholarship. Yeah, I was going to apply
scholarship,
for archery, but because it's such a new sport in Ireland, somehow, it's not like it's multiple thousand years old, but it has to be in a school for 20 years before they let you use a scholarship for it.
Okay.
Yeah, dodgy.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't able to do it with my note. And when my brother and sister go there, same as.
Huh.
Yeah.
20 years?
My kids can probably do it.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Or 25 years. It certainly depends.
Mm.
We've got, because I'm a Scottish student, so Scottish students don't pay tuition fees.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
We don't pay them. We get the Students' Awards Agency for Scotland pays them.
Yeah.
No, dog. Sorry, it's $3K per year, not in full. Sorry.
Oh, dog. No, Jared. No. Yeah, dog. You can pay, man. Sick. Yeah, bro.
You can give me 3K.
But yeah, like if you go for the wrong college course, like Mike, I see what you're saying there. It certainly depends.
Yeah.
I love saying this to David because it kind of grounded his gears. It's relative. If you want to do like social studies or something, or like there's like those weird, there's some weird courses nowadays. Like you can do a meme degree in Sweden, blah blah blah.
Can
if you do
actually?
something silly like that, you're not going to get anywhere really. But if you did something like engineering, if you go to the STEM fields, you're probably going to do pretty well.
You can do a PhD in absolutely anything. My university, I shit you not, I will full on send a link, offers a top PhD in video games and metal music.
Well, I can understand the video game thing, man. People are making a living off it. Don't know what they would teach though, having zero experience maybe. Unless they're like an actual streamer who has a couple thousand followers, I don't think it would be of benefit.
I mean, the degree is video games and metal music, like both of those things, like metal music and video games.
Oh, together?
Aye.
Oh, yeah, man. How do you sign up? Out of interest.
I've seen this video with a girl who went on to Linus Tech Tips, that computer channel?
Yeah.
And she was saying like that in her coursework, they were like told to watch a bunch of his videos. Number one, I'll quote Dana White on this. That's fucking illegal. But number two, it's pretty dodgy, dude. Like, oh, here's a course you're paying like what? She's from the States too. It's even more expensive. Yeah. She's paying all this dosh and it's fucking watch Linus Tech Tips. Oh, if I would fucking freak.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's dodgy.
I do like his videos though. I'm not gonna pay like $50,000 to watch his videos, but they're good,
Yeah, they're good videos. Not the 7K per semester. Yeah, fuck that.
But like, nah.
Yeah.
That guy must get fucking loads of money. That guy's revenue must be pretty fucking high. If like,
pretty smart.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if he's having universities, like if he's on the curriculum for universities, that guy's ad revenue shit must be like pretty fucking high.
He's doing something right, ain't he? Yeah. Yeah, power to him. Honestly, if you can do it. But be well versed in what you do.
Sure, they're gonna have awfully Irish on the curriculum here in Ireland, man.
It's
where they went wrong,
here, isn't it?
The mad, what to do if you go fucking insane, that kind of stuff. Like, what to do and not to do in terms of crisis. Don't start a podcast, for the love of God. I know. I'm grateful we started this podcast, man.
I'm so glad we did it. Like, if we didn't, holy fuck, what would we be doing? And
Fucking
even
COD
like
all day, man.
even like the bad interviews, quote unquote bad, you know, like, it's gonna take me a while to forgive, you know, some of the shit that's been said in the last one, understandably, or like the Steve Cantwell video, that was a big one, crazy story.
Oh, I love Steve, man.
But
Guy's a legend.
there's one guest that we had to just delete the episode. It was just that terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
even talking to scientists like the whole time. Like my favorite being so far dietitian.
Jack. Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Thought it would have been Jack, no?
Small frogs.
Horner, maybe. I don't know.
Paleontologist, yeah. He's good. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking awesome guy.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to have him on again with some other paleontologist. He'd talk more.
I'd
into
love to
that.
have Jack on again, man. That guy's a legend. See an update, man. I mean, you probably follow it pretty closely, Jared. I'm not really into it. Have they the tail?
Well, the
Any
progress with
updates on it?
the Dino Chicken experiment is they've done it. Like, this isn't like a debatable thing. They've very clearly shown it. They've done the snout. You can give it like an alligator like snout. That's atavistic genes. It's its own DNA. They're not adding stuff. But the problem is they might have to add something to finish it off. They can give it legs that will make it walk, or they can change the leg bones to make it walk more like what we think, you know, a
Dinosaurs
raptor
would
would,
walk
whatever.
like. Yeah.
And all this is turning on genes that are off. You know, like humans can be born with tails. You know, that's
Yeah,
a
of
gene
course.
that got turned on.
Yeah.
It's normally off, but you can turn it on. It's just dealing with that kind of stuff. So he
Yeah, of
wants to
course.
turn them all on. So there's two things you can't do. You can't give them teeth. The enamel gene is long gone. Nothing they can do there. If they do have teeth, I don't know what the fuck they'd be made of. They were like, it's like a tiny one forming in like the back of its mouth in the picture. I don't know what the fuck that'd be made out of. Bone? I don't know. But they also can't give it a tail. So you can give it little hands, Velociraptor hands. You can give it the walk of a dino. You might have to glue like a tail on it maybe, but other than that, it's pretty close. Like, we already know, like, there's the skunk bird in South America is born with hands. We know what else. Oh,
Would it still taste like chicken?
yeah, it'll taste like chicken. It's still a chicken.
You know, I'm kind of in the
You
mood for some
don't
dino
need
chicken
that.
now, man. I want KFC dino
you know
chicken.
what's a great thing? If you ever have like those dinosaur chicken nuggets, like there's a little truth to it. If it's made of chicken.
Mm. Or how like plastic dinosaurs are made out of fossil fuels, so they're made out of real dinosaurs.
Well, they're not made of dinosaurs if they're made out of
But you mean,
fossil
like, you know,
fuels.
like
It's
fossil
like
fuels.
way before then.
Mate, what are you on about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Just watch television that's shown there. What?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure the context there.
Is he talking to dog?
I have no idea what he's talking to. Dog, behave yourself, man. I'll have you put down. Swear to God, I'll do it, man.
I'm not sure what he's trying to say. But
I swear, man,
I'm
I'll
sure
do
he'll
it.
explain.
I keep threatening him with it, man.
Normalize context, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're not really. We're just kind of fucking chatting and shit.
Yeah, we're just kind of a chat.
completely-
I'm
I'm ignoring
sorry.
the chat. What's happening, chat?
We're,
You miss your old school food. We didn't get. Well, we kind of got school food, but I don't know. What do you think of the school food, Jared? Like the one they served in the canteen? Honestly,
For us, great. In the
Yeah, yeah,
States,
it was great.
disgusting.
yeah, it was good, right? We got like paninis and we got curry and lasagna sometimes and pizza. I mean, that's pretty fucking good, right?
Yeah, we got curries, we got like pizza and shit. That was cool.
Did you just have Fish Fridays?
We have what?
Did we have what?
Did you have Fish Friday where you had fish and chips on Fridays?
No, that's
No.
a British thing.
Yeah.
No,
What?
but like they make the food funny as well. So
Man.
you're all right. Hold on here, Mike. Oh, his thing's gone. No, there it is.
You threw your television out the window 15 years ago. You haven't seen Breaking Bad? Holy shit, Mike. Get yourself a Netflix subscription, my friend. That shit is
Yeah.
amazing. Breaking Bad will fucking change your life, man. It changed my life.
Dude, I don't even watch TV. It's just, like I watch some like Disney, like WandaVision, The Avengers and stuff. I
WandaVision's
like that
great,
kind
man.
of stuff.
I like to
Um,
watch 24 Hours in A&E.
Jesus
Do ya?
I'm
Christ.
not gonna lie.
I mean, it's kind of interesting. The whole
Yeah.
24 hour, the whole hospital
Maybe
TV thing.
someday
It's gotten very
we'll
popular
talk
over the last couple of
about
years, hasn't it?
Alright, Mike, I've got a lot of questions.
Well, Mike,
Why?
but here's the thing, like, TV can be cool, buddy. You know, like you ever been to a cinema? Like it's just home.
Yes.
Like right now, it would be a great thing. You know, just chill around. You know, if the kids are out. You know, you're with the lady, or if you're fortunate, or with your preference, a couple ladies. You know, you turn on the TV, you just chill. But no, if you don't, it's not your thing. It's not your thing. Not since
Not
15
since
years
15
ago.
years. Do you know what? Fucking
Right.
man, you got my respect for that. You know, like 15 years without TV. That's actually kind of fucking crazy.
I'll tell you, Mike. It's gotten better. It's gotten better.
I want to know what I really want to know, right, is what is it that I have to start questioning? 'Cause I'm not going to lie, I question a lot of things.
Yeah.
I guess okay. So Mike is flat earther, so you know his
Right.
beliefs are his own. I'm sure he firmly believes it. Blah blah blah. But yeah, this is the kind of thing we're dealing with David. You know, I guess David said he's done like plenty of research and blah blah blah.
Okay.
Earth's flat, so he says.
Okay.
Disagree with him? Agree with him? It's your own thing. Personally, I disagreed, and holy hell, did we get abused for it? Dude,
I mean,
What can you do?
no, I think here's the thing, right?
regardless of its shape, it doesn't really matter.
I'm
But,
just
uh,
gonna,
No.
I'm just gonna put this out here, okay? I think there's a difference between questioning, right, educating people, and then being patronising. That's what's happening.
What do you mean?
So, see this like maybe someday you will start questioning, you know, theories are for people in white coats talking all day. Like that's patronising. That's not how you talk to people, right? That's not how you talk to people. Irregardless of your view, right? This is very much, again, whatever. But irregardless of your view, you don't be patronising to people. You don't speak to them like they're idiots.
Yeah.
That's what's happening now. That's what's
Well,
going
that's
on.
the thing. I just being nice to people.
You have
Well,
to. You should be respectful. You should be like, right, okay, I don't agree. These are the reasons why I don't agree, but don't hit out with the theories are for people in white coats. Essentially, basically saying theories are for people who are idiots and don't do anything other than talk. It's like, no, theories are for people who spend a lot of time research. So, for example, some things have to be theories. Societal research, and they have to be theories because they're not practical. They're not things you can tangibly touch. Mathematics is a theory. You can't touch maths. You can't touch numbers.
Yeah, but
English language-
we can effectively prove it. Like, okay,
Yeah. English
I have one pen
languages are a
plus
theory,
two pen.
right? You know, languages are theoretical because they're not physical. You can't touch them, right? My bed isn't a theory. I can touch that. So
Yeah.
there is a way to have these conversations without being patronising, without saying, you know, essentially you're an idiot because you don't think what I think. You know, it's in order for people to start working together, you need to be respectful to people.
Yeah, like that's my whole shtick at the moment. Like, regardless of how you feel about it, you know, we're just having a chat. Like we're talking. Like, main reason we're here today is because we want to do monthly charity streams.
Yeah.
Because we did a good one fairly recently. Well, 100 and how much, Thomas? 160 euro.
160 euro, but it was $200.
Yeah.
You know,
And we raised that for cancer research and
the Macmillan Cancer Support.
and
So, you know, stand for everyone who donated. You're fucking legends, you know, absolutely.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you got a great point there, Hunter. But yeah, I know I don't used to do to Mike what was being said to us. In fairness, yeah. But Mike, here's the thing: you might not have it figured out, buddy. I'm sure, like, dude, like we know ourselves. Like, not everything we think is right is right. It's constantly being changed. You know, so
Cancer you can heal. Right, okay. No, that's it. Respect out the window. Listen, Mike. I have cancer. I've got an incurable brain tumour. Right? I've had it for years. It ain't getting cured, son. Right? It ain't getting cured. I've done chemo. I've done radio. I've done surgery. I've done all of that. Don't come on here talking about shit you do not know about, right? Sit there and say always respect. Where's that respect? What am I going to heal it with? Huh? Wheat? Foil hat? Come on. I'm waiting.
I mean, you got a point, Hunter.
F in the
Defense.
chat.
Um,
I think he might be. I think he might be gone, dude. I think you might have scared him off. No.
I swear.
Oh, look at that, man. He's gonna email you, Hunter. That's nice.
No. Absolutely not, man. No. Nah. You can't. You cannot. Do you know what? Actual F in the chat, boys.
yeah, we'll just dodge that one there.
F in the chat.
That was, yeah, it's a bit dodgy. But like Mike, regardless of what shape you think it is, like it just doesn't really matter in the end. Like my whole thing, and feel free to disagree with me, is when someone said that they're doing it to hide God. You know, if we're able to hide God, what is he? You know, like I'm a Catholic. I believe in, you know, a higher being, believe in God, but I'm not gonna do what they did to us in that comment section for my beliefs. You know.
Nobody deserves that shit. Are you kidding?
Yeah, because it wasn't like, oh well, here's what you guys got wrong. It was, fuck you, your hair's long. Fuck you.
No, yeah.
Seriously, literally, I got shit like, fuck you, your hair's long. Fuck you and your pink hoodie. It was red.
Fuck you and your pink hoodie, Jar. Fuck you.
Yeah. Also, funny enough, this is black. It comes up as purple.
Oh. Well, fuck you. And your purple hoodie.
Yeah. What can I?
And
what
your
else
long
can I
hair.
show?
And your beard.
Here's a black glove. It's probably gonna be purple.
Yeah, but his beard's just shite in general.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all.
My hair is
I think
all
that's
purple.
something everybody can agree on. You know.
Fuck you and your Irish accent.
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, lads. With these Fs. Keep going.
Yeah.
F in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, well, Shuni, that's a bit far now, because calling his hair beautiful, I mean, don't lie to the man.
Remember, we're only speaking truth.
Mike, I tell you what. After having that conversation, I wanted to get an astrophysicist on to talk about this stuff, because I don't know. Is Dave really? Dave's studying marketing. I'm studying marketing. I know what he's doing. You know, I'm thinking maybe we'll get someone on who can explain things better than obviously myself and Thomas can with our shite knowledge of it. Like what we had, maybe 3 hours of study, 2 pages of notes each. We did a bit more than that, maybe. But you know, we're probably gonna have some kind of expert on. Blah blah blah. Can we get Dr. Phil on? I hope so.
Oh, I
man.
love we got Dr.
Actually,
Phil on, man.
Fun fact: we're getting someone on. Jeff Shine. I don't know if you played the Resident Evil games.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's in that. He's also in a couple of Call of Duty games. He plays a bunch of characters like
And
so.
he's in Marvel's Avengers as
as
Captain America. That's cool,
Yeah.
right? I think they're still waiting to like.
Jeremy
Oh, hear
Kyle.
that, man? This guy's claiming he can cure your cancer, Mike. Not Mike, Hunter.
I don't think he's
So,
saying he can cure his cancer. I think he's saying he can.
He's saying
show
he could help
something.
him though.
Yeah,
If I
helping
get
isn't
streamed,
curing.
man, if I
Yeah,
get
bro,
streamed, I will literally get my cock out on stream.
Please don't.
I really will. Look, I'm telling
Man,
you right now.
I'm gonna have to advise you don't do that.
Hunter, I love you, buddy, but please.
We're your friend, Hunter, man, and we want what's best for you, man. But all right, no, he left you his email there in the comment section, Mike. You can email him there, you know.
All right, well, stop the conversation, lads. Mike and Hunter, it's bad form. We'll stop that. All right. It's just, you know.
That's
But
the
yeah,
circle.
you know, go back to that the charity streams. What would you like to see? What would you like to see us do, or see us do, not to? Because I think the Macmillan one was spot on. That was brilliant. That was Thomas's idea. It was full on Thomas. That was great.
Big ups, Thomas.
I know I want to do some environmental ones. I'll have my permaculturist friends on.
I love that. My mum works for a hospital. I'd like to do something with that.
Yeah,
they're always like in desperate need of money.
Didn't she?
She does this thing. She has a garden where she's trying to fund for a garden for the patients because there's studies done that they heal better when they're outside or something. I'm not really sure what it is.
Yeah.
But she just said that they kind of need funding for it. So I said I'd do a charity. I said I'd try to raise some money for it, and she told me that like the night before we did the last one. But I had already said I was going to do Macmillan. I didn't want to take that back. So
yeah,
I'm probably going to do it for the next one or something.
Yeah, and we're going to do them monthly at this point. So I'm not sure like when, but obviously this month's done. So we're going to plan.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be my turn for the next one, and then month after Thomas, then me.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Kind of like how we do like, you know, on this Saturday coming.
Virus charities.
My own show.
Virus charities. Like, what do you mean by virus charities?
Raising
You
money.
donate.
I think there's like a lot of funding in the COVID stuff right now, but I think other things like cancer are being ignored
Oh yeah.
because we're all focused on this one thing.
Mm.
Disagree with me on that if you will, but I think that's a fucking big deal.
I think you're right. Weren't they not doing like smear tests for months
And
over here in Ireland?
Yeah, no,
Stuff
that's
like,
yeah, they
Still
said
not
like
doing it
something
here.
like what 3,000 cases went undiagnosed.
yeah.
Well, it's some
Not
kind of
doing it.
1,000. I might have pulled 3 out of my ass.
I don't know,
But
but like,
it was
I think
the
you're.
other ones.
I know, but I think they kind of ignored a lot of other stuff last year.
In October we had more suicides than we had COVID deaths
Yeah.
and cases.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, come on. Like, actually, no, I won't bring that up. Yeah, kind of a weird year, dude. But hopefully, if we can do some charity stuff and you guys can help out and we can help out, it'll make our fucking day.
No, you're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh, Bean.
Stream for Mind.
Stream for mine. I'm gonna write that down
Write
somewhere
that
in the
down?
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna come back to that one, and we're definitely gonna do something for that one. Thank you so much,
Priscilla,
Bean.
you're a goddamn
we
queen.
love you,
You know?
Priscilla. Oh yeah, you're 100%.
But yeah, Dan, I'll be avoiding the virus one at the moment. I feel like we're kind of getting a hold on it here in Ireland, and there's plenty of support around the world. You know, in fairness,
Sorry.
in comparison.
Yeah. Okay. No. Sorry. No, man. I'm sorry. No, I shouldn't laugh at that. But man, I'm sorry.
Are the
Go
cases
on.
dropping? Are the cases dropping?
Very slightly.
Are the deaths dropping?
I don't know. Well, I haven't seen the cases for today now. In all fairness, like.
Okay.
Have
so
you?
It is improving to a certain degree. By the time we do a stream, it'll be a month from now. Will they make a
Oh,
difference?
hopefully it'll be better.
Or do you
I
think
hope
in a
so.
month's time it'll continue dropping?
Well, I'm pretty
Because
sure
we are in
through
our
February
biggest
we
lockdown.
had, or through January we had like 800 cases daily. I don't know. I don't want to say that now, but I think that figure sounds about right. You know?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it like
But I don't know, man. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't know that many
Um,
people lived there.
There
where
you go.
Ireland.
in Ireland. Such a dick.
Barely.
800?
Barely.
Oh man.
There's
How many
no
people are
idea.
living in? Actually, I have no idea. How many? What's the population of
5
Scotland, man?
million.
It's
I'd have no
5
idea. 6 million?
Yeah.
Damn, it's bigger than fucking Ireland. Whatever.
Population of Scotland. 20.
Scotland's cool, man.
Yeah, it's very like Ireland actually.
Like
Yeah,
the
good
history of
culture.
both the countries is pretty similar.
Aye.
Even like
Yeah.
I know you don't speak any Gaelic, but you know it's the same thing.
5.46.
Meanwhile, in the UK, UK is doing a better job than Ireland and with a much bigger population. So props to you guys. You guys are supposed to be open by like June. You're supposed to be allowed to go clubbing in June. Like fuck yeah,
Aye, I
are you
don't
kidding?
think that's going to happen.
Skip that one.
Man, Boris said it's gonna happen. So
Boris
what
talks
Boris
Big man
says,
Boris says
I
it's
know,
gonna happen.
man. Have you not seen the video of him smashing through the wall in the digger? Man, that guy's a fucking comedian. He should not be in politics. Have you seen that fucking video? Like that is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Speaking
I
about
like his dad.
comedians
His dad
in
was
power,
funny on it. Was it I'm a Celebrity? Man, Stanley's a pretty cool dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't Ukraine like vote in a comedian one year?
Did
That
they?
was-
I'm pretty sure it was there. It was one of the Eastern European countries that voted in a comedian rather than a politician because it's just gone so up in the air there.
Well, Colombia literally voted in Pablo Escobar, man.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Did they?
They did, yeah.
Fair enough.
He won, and then the entire like on his first day, he was brought into the house of like whatever parliament it is, and they were like, "Yeah, you're not being the president.
Make sure to like.
Fuck you." Oh
big
yeah,
ol'
be
Irish
sure
kiss.
you like there. It's necessary. If you don't, and if you don't, like, we know where you live.
At
So
this
there's
point,
that.
don't we all? If you watch all the episodes of the podcast, like our friend Jason and like our friend Willem, holy fuck, you've seen my entire wardrobe. You've seen my entire wardrobe. I have like what 7 or 8 outfits, and I've worn them all.
I think I have like
in every
oh,
configuration. Oh, what do you
maybe
got?
like 2 outfits. I don't know. Depends what I'm
That's
feeling,
weird.
man.
Yeah,
Do you like? I forgot my local McDonald's can't do inside eating. Yeah, I haven't had a fucking McDonald's in what seems like years. I might go for one tomorrow.
Remember
Jared,
we
you up
meet-
for a Mackey's?
Yeah, man. I remember we meeting
Yeah,
for
for-
for college, and I literally just went over to
Mac.
fuck McDonald's beforehand. If you were any earlier, we could have went together, but you weren't.
Ah,
That's the
my
thing
bad.
of your bus, dude. Like you're gonna be there like spot on time or beforehand or 20 minutes late.
Oh yeah. Honest to God.
We need to invest in
Okay.
hats. Sure.
Oh, is Hunter gone?
Yeah, no, I said a second ago. Like, where'd he go?
I didn't even notice, man. Sorry. Bye, Hunter. Miss you lots, dude. You're a fucking legend. We may as well finish soon, man. My phone's on like 7% and doesn't charge when I talk.
Well,
on
we
it.
will
It's-
get it to 0. Hunter,
That'll be
you're
one
goddamn
fight.
king. Take care
Love
of
it,
yourself.
Hunter. You're a legend, man.
And I don't know, hop on the show again on Saturday when I'm
On a
streaming
Saturday.
with my
Maybe.
friend
Oh, you're streaming with Dara this weekend. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any idea what you're going to talk about? YouTube, Road?
Dara. I think we're just gonna have a catch-up session.
I like
Talk
that, man.
properly in a while. That's
Then what
kind
else?
of what I'm doing. Like when I had Red on, same as. When I had Paul, same as. But I
Hey,
after
hey, good bean. Don't call me a silly sod. Fuck
Silly
you.
sword in it. Silly sword in it. Might try to get Dan
Hey.
Allen on for
Oh yeah, you
Western.
were talking to him.
Yeah,
you were
that's
talking to
not bad,
Dan.
yeah.
Dan's a pretty cool guy. Everybody, should really check him out. He's doing some really cool fucking shit. Honest to God. Yeah, I don't really appreciate you calling me a silly sod, and I hope
in it.
this doesn't affect our friendship. You like being?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm
Dodgy
trying to say.
stuff
What am I
right
trying to say? You call me a silly sod again, and I know where you live.
He'll take your knees.
But,
He'll take your knees. You'll take him far away.
Yeah, I'm notoriously known for being quite a violent man, but no, you gave me a fiver. How
He's
can I
gone.
reach you, Hunter? He left
sent-
you
he
the
sent his
email in
email
the
in.
comments.
You should
Yeah.
scroll up. It's not too far away.
It should still be there, right?
Yeah, he gave him his email. But yeah, you guys have your chat. You gave us £5. Well, I don't know.
Oh, you give us £5. Oh,
You're a goddamn hero,
okay.
kid.
you're a legend. Thank you.
What do we do in return then? You want us to like clap 5 times, blink 5 times? You want Thomas to like scream 5 times?
Thank you, Gulag
That was
Bean.
6.
I don't fucking care. I thought I actually, when I was doing it, I'm like, did I just clap 6 times? I'm never gonna live this one down. Okay.
Toss Jaffa cakes? Oh yeah.
Oh, Josh
Alright.
Kick's a horrible bean. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's such
Look,
a bad.
if you have any final messages, you may go at it, but we're probably gonna dip now in a second.
Yes.
1 minute left.
So, thanks for watching. You're all
just-
sound.
Hold on. Just going back with your man earlier, coming in saying mad shite. I don't care if you're a flat earther. If you're just a shit human being, you're a shit human being. We can disagree on it, but who cares, you know? And at the end of the day, we both wake up, we both brush our teeth, have breakfast, take a shit. You know, it doesn't matter. And it's, you know, to take it as far as going that personally, that's pretty scumbaggy. So, hopefully you don't see that guy again. Because
Yeah.
we like the good people. We like the good people. But
We do.
yeah, behave yourselves, stay away from
Stay
yourselves,
away from yourselves.
and take it handy. Good luck to you.